I've been a YouTuber for many years. My first YouTube channel was in 2007, and I was already 30 years old at that time. So I was never young on YouTube, but I think a lot of young people will have some problems, especially with expectations and then there's the whole aspect of negative comments, bullying, things like that. Now, this is something that can affect anyone, but typically younger people are more susceptible to it. But I'd like to talk a bit about how I keep my sanity while doing this YouTube thing. And it's not always an easy thing, because sometimes you can lose sight of why you're doing this, and sometimes you can be taking things far, far too seriously, and that really wears down on you mentally. There are so many things that you need to consider. Now, first of all, especially if you're beginning, don't worry too much about pushing out your videos at a really strict schedule. Like, don't do it every single week at the same time on the same day. The reason for this is because if you are keeping yourself at this schedule where you are pushing yourself to complete the videos before they're even really polished, now, just don't do that. Don't worry about keeping an exact schedule. Put out videos when they are ready. And this is something that I, unfortunately, was doing wrong for quite some time. I was really pushing myself to be on schedule. I think I was doing a Let's Play every Monday and Thursday, a tutorial every Saturday, things like that. And this was before I burned out. These days, of course, I just put videos out when I'm ready. Tutorials, I typically try to keep them on Tuesdays, but that's it. And Let's Plays, they're done when they're done. It's just that simple. And it really does keep me sane with a bit less stress, But that does lead me to the next one here. Don't do too much. Don't think that you need to publish every day. You don't need to. If you are able to and you enjoy doing it, go ahead. But just be warned that you could burn out. And that is something that happened to me. I was pushing myself to do too much. And a lot of it had to do with being way too ambitious in my videos themselves. So yes, I did burn out because I was pushing myself to build things that are too big. This just goes for Minecraft. The whole build big trend was something that I was unfortunately trying to compete with. And quite honestly, I never should have. I should have just continued building smaller scale, like I like to do. So yeah, that is something that you should consider. If you feel that you can do it, then go ahead. Just know your limits. And if you find that you are getting to your limit, step back a little. Slow down, because it is not good for your stress levels or your mental health, really. Just take it easy. And that also leads to doing only what you want to do. Don't do what you hate. I had just watched a video by Pippin, I think it's Pippin FTS, and he's the head of the Build the World project. And in his video, he talked about how the first couple of years he was fairly enthusiastic about it, but in the back of his mind he realized that this isn't exactly what he likes too much. After 5 years, he was hating it. He was hating building all these things in creative and running this project. And he was actually, he said his Discord was a nightmare to run, and he was just not enjoying it. And it's not that he was disliking Minecraft. It was just that he enjoyed survival so much. And he was wondering why he even started the Build the World project. It's going to continue, but he's not going to be leading it. And for him, that's a good thing, right? So don't do things that you don't want to do. And especially, if people are asking you, can you make this kind of video? Can you do this kind of video? Like if someone was asking me to do a speed run video, or if they're asking me to build mega builds in my single player world, I'd say no, I don't enjoy them. These kinds of videos are things that would burn me out because I don't want to do them at all. What I want to do is a lot of the stuff that I'm doing in the Chill Minecraft series. That is what I enjoy. What I enjoy in this world, which is the Saga of Labyrinthum world, I enjoy building things that are interesting and are not too ambitious. So, need to, again, know what you want, know what you like, and know your limits. And you will be able to do far, far better. You'll be happier. So, now, moving away from the videos themselves, don't take negative comments too seriously. And sometimes I do end up replying to comments and engaging them in conversation. Most recently was that Damien guy, and I have another video where I'm talking about that whole situation. So yeah, the best thing to do is don't even care what those people are saying. Hide and mute them so that they will never appear in your comments ever again. They're out of sight, out of mind. In fact, they may continue to comment, but they will never know that no one can see them. So it's like they're in some room screaming and no one can hear them. And just as an aside, there's an igloo there and there's an igloo over there. Huh. 2 igloos. Very interesting. But yeah, don't take them too seriously and try to ignore them as much as you can. Just don't engage with them. Now, if you're like me, sometimes I get in a mood where I really, really do want to engage with them, especially if they are being quite false, like accusing me of buying subs, which I absolutely would never do, because that would irreparably damage my channel. People who do that are not very smart. They don't know what they're doing. They think it helps, but it does not. But just ignore those people. And you know what? They'll eventually go away. Engage with them if you want. Let me just say, if you do engage with them and you have a very long conversation, that does actually help your engagement levels on your video. Just don't take it seriously. Sometimes I sound like I am being quite upset with them, but I'm not. I'm actually having fun. if you're like me. Now, this is where bullying also comes in. And at one point, I did have someone who was impersonating me. And well, since then, impersonating is extremely difficult to do because we now have unique, I guess, usernames. So impersonation is very difficult now. But with that said, there are people who can bully, and I find that an incredibly juvenile kind of thing. Yes, adults can bully, but I find that most of the bullies on YouTube are probably teenagers. And it's kind of funny because the guy who was impersonating and trying to bully me, he's a teenager himself. And here I am, a 40-something-year-old, just shaking my head at him, thinking, what are you trying to do? I've gone through bullying in my own teenage years. And just the whole fact that this person thinks that he's affecting me was quite laughable, because I just find that these juvenile people really do not have any say in how I'm going to be feeling. I know they want to hurt. They want to make fun of someone. But you know what? I'm the bigger person. I will always be the bigger person in situations like that. And then there's the hide and mute button. You know that. But the thing is, it can spill over into other social media. And in cases like he not only commented quite negative things, he was going around to other people's or my subscribers' YouTube channels and posting some rather offensive things, as if it was me commenting offensively. And they asked me, what's going on? And I said, that's not me. Follow the link to their channel. That's not my channel. They don't they have a handful of videos of just stupidity, and it's absolutely not me. For one thing, the guy was Australian. Different accent. But yeah, he's pretty much disappeared. I haven't heard from him at all. He's had many of his accounts terminated repeatedly. So you can tell he's just some kid who thinks he's funny when he's not. Yeah. But on the other hand, do keep tabs on your community, because they can be your best supporters and give you that smile you may need. And I have some amazing people who comment on my videos, and very, very nice people. And I've had some great new people coming in very recently, and I'm very happy with hearing from them as well. Just wonderful hearing from them. And what the heck is going on over here? I'm sorry. I'm just distracted by this. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Sometimes those little distractions, they can be fun. But interesting. So if I'm over there in the cold biome, this shader, complementary, gives me Aurora. Oh, okay. But yeah, your best commenters, your best followers, subscribers, people who comment all the time, they can be the best people to help you get out of those negative feelings. Reply to them. Interact with them, because they can be your best friends in your YouTube journey. and sometimes Twitch if you do Twitch as well. So yeah, those people are very important. But I think the biggest thing is you need to do something that is fun. Your YouTube channel should be about a topic that you love. And as for me, I love Minecraft. I love No Man's Sky. So I have a lot of fun with both of them. And they're just great things that really do help me have something that I really enjoy doing. And making videos for me is a lot of fun. And I think that if you find something that you really enjoy and you want to make videos, go for it. Just think about the things that I've said in this video. Things that... There are things that you really should just avoid and things that you should embrace. And that's about it. But do you have any other suggestions as to how to keep your sanity on YouTube? Because it can be a difficult thing if you're having problems, like any of the problems that I've mentioned. Yeah. Just try and, have fun with it. Like that. Oh, and by the way, look at that. I got the creeper one. Yay. 15th anniversary. Also, it is only 3 days until the update. I am so looking forward to it. I hope you are too. Anyways, leave some comments below what you think is best for keeping your sanity on YouTube or Twitch. Either one. Why is he looking at me? Stop looking at me. Sunrise is coming anyways. So, if you like videos like this, then please consider subscribing, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.